These elves won't loot themselves. Don't worry, I didn't kill them all. Plenty more up in the ruins if you're interested in lending a hand. Seems these sea vipers want the sphere for themselves. We use the sphere of storms to control the weather and defend our shores. Crushed a few of the sea vipers' ships before they managed to land. Now we're waiting on reinforcements. Hope they get here in time to do some good. Dead or hiding, doesn't matter. I need to stop the sea vipers from breaching the ruins until the Thalmor reinforcements arrive. They have a sky key in their camp. It'll let them walk right into the ruins, unless you get it first. Interested? Search the tents around the ruins. Let's meet at the ruins entry, straight back from the stone steps. It's an Ayleid ruin. The Storm Wardens use it as a sanctuary for the Sphere of Storms. Might I say this isn't the best time to be chatting away. The Sea Vipers aren't going to wait on us before getting to the Sphere. Me, I'm just a soldier. I keep the area secure for the Storm Wardens, usually. I left for a bit and came back to see the Sea Vipers tramping over the ruins. Been a while since I've had some exercise. I arranged my warmest welcome for our invaders. Some magic Ayleid device. The entire ruin was built around focusing its power. Does a good number with controlling the weather, in the right hands. The Storm Wardens use it and protect the sphere, and have for centuries. They're Bosmer who've sworn to protect the sphere. Some say they learned how to use the sphere from the Ayleids themselves. They use the sphere to defend the coast, tend the forest, stuff like that. Sort of like monks who control lightning. Hey, over here. Behind the root. Lucky shot from one of those sea vipers. Looks like I'll have to postpone those dancing lessons. Did you find the sky key? At least someone else has had some luck. Take the key inside and find the Storm Wardens. With this last sky key in their possession, they'll be as safe as torch bugs in amber. Ah, this little gut wound. I've had worse. Once an enraged Horvor. But really, this isn't the time for stories. We'll swap adventures when you come back, eh? Sea Vipers. So get ready for some action. The Storm Wardens probably sealed themselves off by now. It's going to be a real puzzle to get in there. It's the first line of defense for the Storm Wardens. Look for the constellation tiles. Activate the tower, shadow, lover, and thief tiles in that order. If you forget, I'm sure you can figure it out by looking around the ruins. I can't be sure, but I suspect Fyrus is behind this. He was a Storm Warden, but left in a huff about a week ago. I think he was upset about how the others were using the sphere. Rather, how they weren't using it. You don't look like one of those tree-cutter sea vipers. I'll assume that means you can be trusted. Is Mariel safe? Is help coming? At last, some good news. Zen willing, Fierce will pay for his treachery. But we have more pressing concerns at the moment. The enemy is at our gate, and knocking most vigorously. Once we called him Storm Warden. Now he's nothing more than a petulant child. He demanded we use the sphere for selfish purposes. He even spoke of turning against the Thalmor. We refused and cast him out, but before he gave away his sky key. The sphere is waning. If it isn't recharged soon, our defenses will fall. We have a source of power available in the Storm Atronachs. Their Thunderstones should be enough to maintain the sphere. We'll be in your debt if you could obtain some. Through the door and down the hall. They gather throughout the ruins when the sphere is active. Once you have the Thunderstones, look for 2 receptacles in the Great Hall. That's where we drain power into the Sphere of Storms. Run. We'll use the extra power to seal these ruins completely. If you don't get out quickly, you'll be stuck with us until the invasion is over. Tell Mariel we'll send for her when the doors reopen.
Another fool going to an early grave. For a savage you show promise. Just a bit, mind you. Perhaps one more act will earn you my respect. The traitor Fierce, he must die. I will not suffer betrayal in my order. Insubordination deserves death. Letting the enemy into our fortress has called the fury of the storm. For a savage you show promise.
From the sea vipers now. I'll use the spear to destroy our enemies. Die with the rest of the Storm Wardens.
Seems you're worth something after all. Perhaps once the wards are unsealed, they'll consider you a Storm Warden recruit. Why, the ones your fellows are sealing, now that the sphere has sufficient power. Fyrus is dead, so they can close all escapes without worry. You, on the other hand, should worry about your own escape. If you go up the stairs, an army awaits. Dangerous. But it'd be entertaining to see you fight your way through the Sea Vipers. There's another way, if you're interested. Only for a friend of the Storm Wardens. There's a hidden sally port beneath a stone table just around the corner. Give it a good shove, and you'll find yourself outside the lower level. It's the last exit to seal, but don't dally, or let those Marmor cretins see you.
Back already? How are the other Storm Wardens? I can hardly wait to give those Sea Vipers a good day. Back already? How are the other Storm Wardens? Well, they'll be stuck in there for Ifra knows how long. At least the sphere's safe from the Sea Vipers. The Storm Wardens won't forget your help. May the storm travel before you, as they say.